Hey, my Padawans, how you guys doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Friday night, heavyweight, open calls tonight, baby. But I'm wearing my Empire Strikes Back t-shirt because I'm going to do a review of the classic retro action figure collections from Empire Strikes Back. And it's going to be Zuckuss and Forloom, the bounty hunters. And as you know, the retro collection, it's a Hasbro, Kenner, wannabe, replica, reissue, retro style repackaging of the original figures. But we're going to talk a little bit more and explain a little bit more. Stay tuned. Here we go. Hell yeah. Whoa. All right, here it is. Here's the Empire Strikes Back retro collection, Zuckuss and Forloom, bounty hunters, from one of the best Star Wars films of all time. Now, for me, A New Hope is my favorite, but I was almost like between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. I watched them both at the movie theaters. Like I said, this has been released for a while. But let's look at the packaging. This is retro packaging. Now, this is a 2-pack, which is very cool because you save a lot of money that way. And it's a tri-logo card. Special, and special. Especial. So it's 3 languages. And it includes Zuckuss and Forloom. And it says Kenner and Retro Collection. But of course it's Hasbro. I ordered this one recently, and I'm loving it. I love this collection. Let's look at the description. Cold, calculating droid Forloom and Gand bounty hunter Zuckuss were summoned by Darth Vader to locate the Millennium Falcon and her crew in Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. And together they make a deadly pair. Alright, so here's a shot of the movie. Here's Forloom, Zuckuss. You got Bosk right there, Boba Fett, IG-88, and Dengar. Now they released these 2 in a pack. They release Boba and Bosk in 1 pack, and they release Dengar and RJ. So I'm gonna review this one first, and then I'll do maybe I'm not sure which one I'm gonna get first, but I want to have all of them. I want to have the complete collection of the bounty hunters from Empire Strikes Back. I mean, who doesn't, right? And now, from what I understand, Kenner messed up the names. So Forloom is actually this guy, and Zuckuss is actually this guy. But it's okay. We're going to go by 1980, okay? We're not going to go by... They fixed it in 1989 in the comics and in a lot of the stories and in legends and books and all that stuff. But we're just going to go by when they were released by Kenner. His name was Zuckuss and his name was Forloom. But we don't care about that right here because we're only reviewing the original retro figures. So let's open it up. Let's open this up. And now this is not very expensive. These are very affordable. Okay. Now I thought I'd keep this box. I thought I'd keep this box because it just looks really cool. It just looks like it was made in 1980 or 1981. So I want to keep this like a display piece. The box is really cool. Now there's a lot of other stuff in the box, like Hasbro and Disney and blah blah, and choking hazard and warnings. I'm not gonna, but I'll keep the box. I'll keep that box. Now let's look at I guess suppose Zuckuss first. And again, when it comes to collecting, never collect because of value, okay? Never collect because, you know, it's going to go up in price. This isn't Wall Street, guys. This is just you're collecting because you like things, okay? It makes you happy, nostalgia, memories. And so a lot of people say, well, Miller, why are you going to open these? You shouldn't open them. They're you know, more valuable if you know, if you don't open them. That's not what it's about. It's about, you know, reliving the past, remembering your childhood. Now, I never had Zuckuss when I was a kid. Never had them. I guess I give you a little bit of a story. Zuckuss is a protocol droid. I guess he got into a fight somewhere, and they swapped the head, and he looks more of a insect. He basically has the face of a fly. And I'm trying to think, you know, maybe they watched The Fly too many times, you know, with Vincent Price. But it has the body of a protocol droid, you know, like kind of C-3PO. He's an android. He's a droid. Not an android, a droid. He's a robot. But he has the face of a fly. So he's a bounty hunter. His first appearance is in Empire Strikes Back. And I'm looking at the card, and it's just beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. Let's see if we can remove the sticker. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, you got to keep it in the package. Maybe you can, remove the sticker and keep it, you know, and pretend it's the real deal. That's not why I'm collecting these. I'm collecting these because I don't want to spend $200, $300 for a new Zuckuss, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to spend $300 for a new one and open it because I like opening my toys. And they are toys. Don't let anybody tell you they're collectibles, okay? These are for you. These are for your happiness. They're supposed to make you happy, bring you joy. They're not for, this is not an investment, okay? Relax. Let's open it up. Let's open up Zuckuss. Like I said, I never had this one as a kid. Wow. And if I think a friend of mine had it, and if he did, he never had the weapon. And this is a huge blaster rifle. So let's just get rid of the package, throw that in the garbage, and we're gonna take a look at Zuckuss, which in reality is Forloom, right? Oh man, this is nice. Look at the detail. Now this is an exact replica of the 1980 action figure that was released by Kenner. And yeah, there are differences in the tone of color, you know, and the numbers in the bottom, the serial numbers and all that. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is that we're in 2024 and we're able to buy an action figure from 1980 in brand new condition. Now, I never had this one. I don't have this one in my storage box with all my originals. I have about 80 original figures in my box, most of them missing my the blasters and the weapons. But here we have his huge blaster rifle. And again, you know, in the 80s, you didn't have a lot of articulation. You know, it was very limited. You know, you move the hands, or the arms up and down, the head, and the legs. And that's all you needed, really, when you were a kid. That's all you needed. And so he looks amazing. I mean, brand new. He looks awesome, dude. Again, he has like these bug eyes. He's like a android bug, like a robot fly. But he doesn't have any wings, so I really never. When he came out, it was just like, I think it was like a girl in a suit. So there you go. That's Zuckuss. And he's awesome. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to comment on something because, you know, yes, this is not an original, 1980 action figure from Empire Strikes Back. I know that, but who cares? To make something like this, like in 3D print, or by your own, or by hand, or sculpted, or whatever, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And this is the original mold, the original sculpt of Zuckuss, and it's really good. It's really good. It's made by Hasbro, who now owns Kenner, and I think it's amazing. Now, the only reason I'm making a big deal out of these, is because I would hate going back into my box and bringing out the original figures and displaying them because, again, I don't have the weapon. I don't have the blaster rifle, and I would like to have a complete issue. And this is cheap. You get 2 of these for, well, I got these on Hasbro Pulse. I don't know if you guys know what Hasbro Pulse. Hasbro Pulse, you pay $50 a year. You get free shipping. And I paid for both, for the box, I paid like $15. It was like $11, $12 with shipping. So this is really cheap. This is the price that you actually paid in 1980, pretty much. I mean, it's a good deal. Something like this. Man, I would say, sentimental value would probably be something like, $30, $40. I would pay $40 for something like this. But I'm only paying for a 2-pack, $15, so I'm paying, $7 for each one. Let's open up 4 Loom. Look at this beautiful, beautiful design. And Kenner always know how to do this. They always got the logo right here. They know how to get us, when we were kids. They knew how to catch our eye, how to be, advertising, all that stuff. 4+. And in the bag, you really don't have a lot. It is the same thing as the other. The Star Wars Retro Collection is inspired by the 70s Star Wars figures and the original figure design and detailing. Continue your collection from the galaxy far, far away. And I do have 4 Loom. But again, I don't have the weapon. I do have the, the vest thing that he wears, and the jacket, whatever I don't even know what the hell he's wearing. Some kind of weird ass bounty hunter gear. And he's also like a insectoid. He's also like a fly, creepy creature, but he's also a bounty hunter. So let's open 4 Loom. Let's get 4 Loom open. You guys, this is like time travel. This is like going back in time. This is like being in 1980 at Toys R Us, opening your figures. There he is with his cool robe. Now, I don't think he's a Jedi, but a lot of people have mentioned that he's a Jedi. He's like a Force sensitive. Maybe that's why he's wearing the sort of a Jedi robe. And here you got his weapon. It's huge. And there he is. He looks like, he kind of looks like Plo Koon, to be honest. Plo Koon is like the Jedi Master. And, he comes with his nice looking robe thing it's very kind of sort of like plasticky but leathery. It's kind of like a leather, fake leather kind of clothing thing. And he has like this backpack here. Maybe it's a battery pack. I don't know. And he's a bounty hunter. And, maybe in the front of me, he's carrying a bunch of things and something. There's a lot of comics and video games and things like that deal with these two characters. And I've always, everybody likes Boba Fett, right? I mean, out of these two, you got Boba Fett and Bosk. They're like the main ones. But IG-88 these four are the main bounty hunters. These two were just like, they didn't even say anything. They don't even do anything in the movie. They're just like stand-ins. And that's great. That's fine. That's why I'm doing these first. So, there you go. This is the retro collection. Zuckuss and Forloom. And I love these figures. I'm extremely happy with them. I can't believe that they were re-released. 40 years later? Come on, man. This is awesome. And I'm not saying that these are going to be like valuable or worth any money. That's not, and again, that's not why you should be collecting anything. Anything. I mean, Masters of the Universe, Transformers, whatever. And a lot of people do collect because they want to make money. And they never bring it out of the box, and they're like, oh, just keep it in the box. No, man, I'm going to display these. And so far, I have the Emperor Palpatine from Return of the Jedi, and I plan on getting more because I enjoy unpacking and opening these. It just brings me back in time. Now, I am going to say, I want to talk about this a little bit before I go. I hope you're enjoying the review. The retro collection has a lot of different action figures, but not all of them are from the 80s, okay? And I'm going to show you one that's not from the 80s, that's kind of lame, it's stupid, and I don't care about the newer Disney shows that are trying to claim that they're retro. And here I have one that I'm going to show you. This is the retro collection Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian. Now, this is the Dom. This is dumb as fuck, okay? And I just bought this one because it kind of looked cool. But I don't want to open it because what's the point? Now, this is Moff Gideon. I can't remember the name of the actor. He's like the Moff in The Mandalorian. But this is supposedly to be a retro collection. Now, as you know, The Mandalorian is not a retro. But the figure was made in sort of a retro style, okay? And it's inspired. And they did come out with The Mandalorian, Cara Dune, IG-11. Now, IG-11 is just like a Korean, Japanese ripoff of IG-88. Everything Disney does is sort of a knockoff. It's sort of a knockoff of the original Star Wars. You got the child, like, Baby Yoda was a knockoff of, it's just so bad. It's so bad. Baby Yoda is a knockoff of Yoda, the Jedi Master. The Mandalorian is a knockoff of Boba Fett. Okay? IG-88 is a knockoff, a fake of IG-11. And then you got the Stormtroopers are also fake. What Disney did, they just took the original characters and they changed them around and they said it was original, and they're not. So what is Moff Gideon? Well, Moff Gideon is basically like Moff Tarkin, but he's black, okay? And or he could be Lando. I don't know. It's just dumb. But what I'm saying is, you cannot compare the retro collection Moff Gideon to Zuckuss and Forloom, because Forloom and Zuckuss were actually in the original films, and they're actually a retro. But Moff Gideon, who's a terrible Mandalorian character, very boring, supposedly he's retro also. And I'm not going to lie, I did want to get the Mandalorian. I don't know, I might review it. But what I'm saying, they're not really retro. They're retro style, but they're never been released. They were never released in the 80s or the 90s or the 70s. So it's not retro. It's just, It's just a cash grab. It's fake as fuck. It's a lie. But I guess if you want to buy it, that's fine. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't buy it. And then they even put the Kenner logo here with the Mandalorian and all that. And that doesn't make any sense. Kenner never made a Moff Gideon figure. It's just silly, but whatever, Anyway, I just thought I'd show you this one because I am trying to stick to the original Return of the Jedi, A New Hope, and Empire Strikes Back original figures, okay? Hope you enjoy the review. Let me know what you guys think. Who's your favorite bounty hunter from Star Wars, guys? Of course, it's going to be Boba Fett. Hell yeah. Have a good night, guys, and may the Force be with you. Bye.